Hello everybody, it is me Casey and today we are doing Illumi X Listener. My voice is low because I'm at a new home and these walls, I don't know how thin they are, so I'm trying to be extremely quiet while also being loud. Yeah, let's get straight into this. After walking away from your friend, you looked at Kyoji before saying, "Come on Kyoji, let's go. Get on my back." Your son jumped onto your back as you held on to him and as he started to sing, "This is a mission, this is a mission, we're going on a top secret mission to the Hunter's exam." Your son started to sing. You started laughing to yourself. When you guys finally made it, where you guys were asked the question, you already knew the answer, but you wanted to see how your son would answer. He looked down, thinking to himself. The woman looked at the boy before saying, "He's extremely young to be taking the hunter's exam." Oh, yes, we know. But let's just say he has a very, very good bodyguard with him at all times. You looked at the wolf, as the wolf did not look at you. Well, as the wolf sat there, the woman understood what you meant. Before your son finally gave up and said, "I can't choose. That's an impossible choice." You looked at your son before saying, "That's the correct answer, sweetie." Nothing. You don't answer this question. Just silence. The woman looked at you before saying, "Seems you already knew the answer." Of course. It's obvious. You can't choose between two loved ones and expect the same outcome. The woman looked at you before saying, "You may pass." You looked at your son as your son looked at you before he got up, grabbed his stuffy, and started skipping into the pathway. You looked at the woman before saying, "So we did get it correct?" "Yes, it didn't even take that long." Bye-bye. The woman looked at you before bowing and saying goodbye to you. You guys continued on your walk to the hunter's exam, taking all the same tests that Gon and Karapika and Leorio all went through, just to get to the actual beginning of the hunter's exam. Once you guys were finally there, you looked around and you looked at your son before saying, "Kyoji, can you go over there real quick? I'm gonna go set up. You can explore, but you must take Mr. Wolf with you." Kyoji looked at you before saying, "Okay, Mama." He grabs his wolf plushie and walks away, holding on to it for dear life. As you start to set up, you set up a little play area with two little toys and a little plate that had a sandwich on it for Kyoji. As you got up and started setting up for other stuff, like for when he wanted to hear a nice good book, there was a corner for that and everything. When Kyoji came back, he was holding 2 drinks in his hands. "Hey Mama, this guy came up to me and gave me 2 drinks, one for you and one for me. He said because of us being rookies, he likes to help people like us." You looked at him before saying, "Oh, really? 1 minute, I gotta make sure it's not poison. Can you give it to me?" "Okay, Mama, I haven't opened either of them yet." You looked at the top of them before saying, "Good." And you opened one, sniffing it, before you smelled a very bad smell, knowing knowing exactly what it was. You looked at your son before saying, "Sweetie, here, how about I give you this drink? This one has a funny smell to it. I think it's expired." You look at your son as you hand him a different drink. "Okay, Mama, what about that one?" You smell that one and it smells the same. "Oh, sweetie, it seems like both of them are expired." "Ah, shoot." You poured both drinks out before sitting down with your son as he sat there and drank his drink. You pointed to the corner where the two toys were and the sandwich was before saying, "How about you go play over there and eat your sandwich?" "Okay, Mama." He gets up and walks over there to go sit down and play with his toys while eating a sandwich. As you sit down in the corner and read a book, as you hear something. It's an elevator. It opens and shuts. You see a green-headed boy who looked awfully familiar, like somebody you knew. When you saw the other people that he when you saw the other people that were in the elevator with him, one had long blonde hair that made him look like a girl, and he was sporting a weird dress with a white under, and another man was with glasses, a briefcase, and he was wearing a suit. You didn't know better, and you didn't know why, but you felt like you knew the green-headed boy. Just didn't know why, and you didn't know where. And you just thought to bury that for a little bit. So you went back to your book. When you hear footsteps come out to you, and you look up to see your son as he says, Mama, can I go do something real quick?" You look at him before saying, "And what's that?" "I want to go find some new friends. Maybe there's kids my age." You look at your son before saying, "Sweetie, let me tell you something. You're a very advanced child. I don't think there's any kids that are your age that acts like you, sweetie." He looks at you before saying, "Huh? What do you mean, Mama?" "Well, sweetheart, you are extremely smart for a child. After all, you're around the ages of 3 and you know how to speak full sentences. The only thing is wrong with you is that you have a little lisp." Your son looks at you before saying, "Thank you, Mama." "It's okay, sweetie. I know where you get that from." "What? Where I get it from, Mama?" "Don't worry about it. How about you go have fun?" You tried to distract your son from the question that he asked you. "Okay." You watch him run off. He starts talking to random people, but you know that he always has his little wolf plushie with him, so if the people decide to attack him, they're done for. You sit down and continue reading your book. When you hear a voice again, the second time somebody has disturbed you while you are reading your book, you looked up to see none other than the creepy clown, Hisoka. You looked at him before saying, "I haven't seen you in a while, Hisoka." "Oh, Yin, you're not happy to see me?" "No, not at all, actually." "Oh, are you serious? It's been such a long time since I've seen you." "The last time you saw me is when I was still dating Illumi." "Oh, and why did you two break up? You know, I'm sorry. He's been in such a mood ever since you guys broke up. And I don't even know why. Come on, I won't tell him. Why'd you break up with him? None of your business. Is it because of that kid over there? He points to your son, Kyoji. How? Well, there's baby toys next to you. And the fact is, I saw you two talking earlier. And he continuously points to you and calls you Mama. You look at Hisoka before saying, "You won't tell anybody, right?" Fine, I won't tell anybody. Whose kid is it? It's Illumi's. Oh, so that's why you ran away. Look, I didn't know what to do. And if Illumi found out and he didn't care about the kid, I didn't know what to do, so I ran away. Or worse, he wanted to train the kid till the kid was an assassin like him, and I did not want that for my child. You say to him, "Oh, I can understand. Fine, I won't tell Illumi. But you do realize because you are taking the hunter's exam, he will know. When we come to that row, I will deal with it. But for now, I'm not. So, could you possibly leave me alone?" You hear somebody run up to you, and you look to see your son. As Hisoka started walking away, he was walking with somebody else. A boy with green hair and another boy with white hair.
Mama, I need some friends,"
the boy says. And that is it, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more, then comment that down below. If you guys don't, then I don't care. I'm making more parts. This is a story I love already.